Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Our names are Nakari, Angie, and Caitlin, and today we'll be asking you a few questions for our presentation regarding abuse. What's your name and what's your position?
Okay, my name is Rianne Plezier and I'm a legal consultant with a consultancy agency of Curaçao. And in my free time, spare time, all my spare time, no, but a lot of my spare time is going to my function as a chair and a board of Encelia, it's a foundation, takes care of children who are abused sexually, physically, and every stage. Beside that, we have also a prevention branch, but we are talking about the first part, crisis and observation center, they call it. Yeah.
So, what is your definition of abuse and what forms of abuse are there?
So, what is abuse? For me, in practical, I don't have the law because there's a lot of things you can find on the internet, but I'm talking about the practical side of the community. And that's when people are surpassing limits they're not allowed to. So, but it can be very subjective. If somebody likes to be touched, but probably you have something like, okay, listen, you have to respect that. And that is something in abuse, physically, sexual, that goes very far. This won't hurt you, but abuse can give you big traumas for whole of one's life. And I think that's more or less the abuse definition in practice.
And what types of abuse have you come in contact with?
Not me myself, never ever. I'm thankful for that. But knowing the children, our foundation, that's a lot of sexual and physical abuse. But also, and that has an impact on their emotions. So it's also emotional abuse. Yeah.
What is your job in defense of abuse?
What is my job? Well, my job is that as a chair of the foundation to have the external contacts, so to make the foundation more solid and more strong and known. So that, for example, we have this foundation for 1.5 years now, and I'm talking with people a lot. So now we got a lot of help in financially, but also our name and a waiting list of children. From the beginning of this year, we have now 5 children waiting to be part of our foundation. That's the difficult part. We want to help everybody. Now you know, you see how much need there is, but you cannot help them all. So you need to put criteria.
And how do you perform your job while being in contact with everyday sadness?
That's something you learn in life. I was an intensive care nurse before. I was a lawyer, and in this medical situation, and high stress moments, you learn to deal with yourself in stressful moments, and to see other people in pain. That is something you learn to deal with. And how did I learn to deal with is that you can always help. You can take away a little bit of the sadness. I like to laugh and have a lot of humor, and that makes it a little bit, how do you say that? Relativate something. And some warm contact, you know, being very nice takes pain away. Even if it's for 1 second, you cannot take away the trauma, but you can be there. So and my function is to make a whole foundation work, so that it's not only one touch of me, but I can help more people doing the work I want to do.
And how has your foundation progressed over the time you've opened it from now?
First you were like a village for children. You had a landhuis, like, I don't know, the land house. I don't know the English word, land house. But that were all the children were very isolated from the community. So we sell that, and now we have a little home with not more than 8 or 10 children. So they're more in a community. And what was your question again? Sorry.
Like, how has it progressed?
Okay, the progression was that we came from a big scale care to a smaller scale, and that works out much better
Yeah.
for the children.
How has it affected the way you feel towards others, and how did it help you develop?
Never lost trust in good people. There are good people always. My belief in love, as in Christian belief, Christ helps me that love conquers all, even the worst situations. And that's what I want to see with people working with us too, that they feel love for the children. If not, then rather not work with them.
How does your organization try to either stop abuse, help abuse victims, or spread the awareness of abuse?
It's not always easy to approach the families, but it's easy to approach the children. So you have the prevention part. That's when you make the people of children stronger to say no to things they don't want to. That's the program called Wakbukaya, and that's Papimento for Watch Where You Go. So we make them stronger in their tools, in their, how do you say that, in their attitude tools. When people around you do things you actually don't want to do, just don't do it. You know, to make them strong in it. It's not strange to say, no, I don't want drugs, I don't want sex, I don't want, you know, that's what you learn how to do so. But on the other hand, that's the prevention part of Ancilia, and the other hand is that you take care of the children who has been subject to those awful things.
How would someone know if they were being abused?
They know. Everyone who is abused, they know. But the part is that the very young ones, very young children who are abused, they feel different. They don't know better. If children for 2 or 3 years are abused, they're quite damaged. They're different, but how do they know? Well, if young people, young girls, but then I'm talking about 10, 12 years, if they're abused, they know because they have problems with interaction with people, interaction with others, and they have problems with manipulation. They always are frightened or then a lot of how do you say that, signals for themselves. They know, but they cannot give it a definition yet. So the much you talk about it, the much programs there are, the sooner they know that they're abused and that there's help for them.
What's the first step to take when you know someone is abusing you, someone else, or who you've seen it been happening to?
Confidence is the first step. Relationship and confidence, because the confidence is so hurt, so damaged, that they, even when somebody is so damaged in his confidence and you want to talk with them and they don't put confidence in you, then there is no relationship, nothing will work. You need to get this confidence first. And that's working in a relationship. Just normal talk, normal things, letting them feel like you're important to me. And truly, not, hey, you're important to me, but like, I really do care about you. And that then they feel that you hope that they open up and speak about it. And the children do a lot of with games. Games makes them more relaxed. And then afterwards, with the games, that you see that they want to talk, or they feel sad, or then you go to them and talk with them. And games also gives them the feeling that they can do something well, and then in a positive situation can talk better than in a negative situation.
How can you overcome such a crucial thing, and what are the steps to recovery?
I think if I talk with the children we have that they totally abuse, that they feel safe, that it won't happen again, that his confidence is growing, and that they feel that people are there to help them forward, not backward.
Yeah.
And learning them the tools to go forward so that they can do it themselves, that they learn to do themselves. But that needs a lot of courage for them, a lot of strength and a lot of power to go there. And you need to know that. if a child fails different times to do something positive, don't discourage, because you need to know it's very hard for them. So if it takes 1 or 2 weeks, that's okay. That's okay. Every day you try again until the child feels confident to do things that's good for him or her.
Where on the island can you go when you feel threatened or for safety when in danger?
Always to the police. I mean, that's the first thing, very important. I mean, people have to stop doing that. But there is, of course, the social workers, maybe at school, teachers, somebody who you trust very much. Go there and talk with them, and they help you out. But you need to go to a person you trust. So don't go to a family that you know you can trust. But for a lot of children that I know, they have nothing confident around them. So we know from teachers, we know from social workers that we're going to look for them and make contact with them, and then we start to talk with the parents like, don't you think it's better that we take care for a while for the child? And then they sign off, and then but that's for children in need, that they're hidden. But the ones they know at school, or go to social worker, police, or your medical doctor, your PA. Those things you go, those people you can go to.
Are there any special numbers or contacts you want to mention?
Oh, there are a lot. You start with Slachtofferhulp. You start with the child telephone, kindertelefoon. You can always go. You can always go to the police. Always go to the police. And if one police officer is not nice, go to the second. If the second is not nice, go to the third. I mean, that's the institution you have to go to. But you have also the kinderbescherming. There's a lot of, but I need to put it on a list. I don't know it by heart, but there's a lot of them. But if it's real, something that it's really bad going on, go to the police at first stage, because you need to open up. Not let people out around you open up. You yourself is the best way.
Is there any advice you want to give or say?
Oh, continue the good work. I mean, this is good what you do. This is good to spread the word. That it's not a taboo anymore. It's good to talk about it. That emotional and physically damage. It's so bad, and abuse is so bad. So it's good to talk about it, and don't hide it. Search it, look for it, and see how you can do. And maybe in your own environment, the percentage of people who are abused are high, so there must be some around you. So I mean, open up and be good to people that are in stress or react strangely, or don't put them aside. Maybe there's something going on. Just make an acquaintance, you know. I think that the isolation is the worst part for those people. They put themselves in isolation already, and if you're also treated like, you're not one of us, I think it makes it worse. In your world, huh? I mean, and you have different words, but that's the worst.
Okay, thank you for your time.